Alright, so I'm working on another machine. You've probably seen this in other videos. This is a 1960s Monarch engine lathe. This is a lathe, like a wood lathe. You know, it's got, you put your part in this clamp thing here, and then you have some tooling and stuff on here, and like you cut into it like you're cutting a leg on a table, but this is meant to work with metal. And like if you know how to use it right, you can do all kinds of crazy weird things. But this one is special. Okay, when it was originally made in the 1960s, it was like a $2,500,000 machine. Okay, this was an expensive ass machine even then. Nowadays, it doesn't go for as much, but it's still, you know, I don't remember how much my dad spent on this, but I think he spent at least 10 grand on it. And then shipping, so probably about $12,000 altogether on this machine, just to get it here in the shop. And like all these knobs and dials, see, all these knobs and dials and shit allow him to dial in and get really, really, really small numbers in like the tens of thousands, 10,000ths. That's what all these numbers and stuff on here are for. And these things move back and forth and this and that. So, and all these knobs and dials and like these are all fun little things to fidget with. But so, here is the primary power source. You gotta plug it into the wall, and then it plugs into this thing to power this thing, and then it cranks all this other shit. That's an electric motor. Back in the 1960s, they did not have variable speed electric motors. It was just on or off. And if you wanted a really fast speeding electric motor, you get a really big one. You wanted one with a lot of torque, you get a really big one. Okay. Where is it? There's that down there that spins. This spins that, which then spins the hydraulic pump. This thing has a hydraulic pump and a whole bunch of hydraulic doodad things so they can have variable speed. And that's what makes this machine so special. So this is the same one that I mentioned beforehand that's got the busted arm here. And at first, Dad didn't want to mess with that. But if all this stuff works properly, he can fix that. That's not hard to fix. All this stuff running is the problem. Now, it'll turn on. It'll run for a few minutes. He can get it to move and all that. But for some reason, the hydraulic pump is either it's going the wrong direction. We think that it's pushing out instead of sucking in. So we got to figure out which wires to futz with. And we got to switch the wires around and fix that. Now, what I'm doing with it right now is cleaning up. You see this panel here? It used to look like this. Here we go. You see all this carbon and oil residue and stuff? That's after I got done cleaning it. How did I clean it? Dirty oil. I put dirty oil on the rag. I rub it all over the filth. I get it all nice and oily and slick. And then I take cleaner rag. And then I wipe the oil off. So I can get that to look like that. And you see all that filth in there? This is after I got done cleaning it. Oh. Uh-oh, I don't got my gloves on. Hold on a second. So, got my oily rag here. I'm gonna dip it in here. Now, granted, there's a whole bunch of oil in here to start with, so like I'm cheating a little bit. And why do I gotta use oil? Why can't I just use soap? Well, one, I'm just looking to break up the stuff so I can wipe it away. And two, there are sensitive electronics around here. That spinny wheel thing I showed you earlier, that's directly under where the camera is sitting, and like basically right next to where I'm rubbing stuff. If I were to like blast simple green in here, and it were to get into the electronics and stuff, it could damage things and rust things out. And you gotta remember, this is a 60-year-old machine. Well, 1960s. Yeah, no. Yeah, it's going on 64 years old. And getting replacement parts for it are going to be a bitch. There we go. Isn't that so much prettier? Alright, I'm going to edit this in with other stuff. But yeah, thanks for watching. Do you see the difference? Do you see the difference? Let's take another peek at that thing inside. You see this? This is cute. It's a little locking hinge pin. I can hold the panel open. Oh my goodness. Look at that even. Clean. Dirty. Dirty. Clean. Nice thing about this particular cleanup job is that it doesn't need to be perfect. It needs to be better than that.